Greetings fellow Decepticons, Soundblaster1987 here with my first Age of Primes 2025 toy line review. Today, from Wave 1 of the series, I'll be looking at Aerialbot Slingshot. Slingshot was the gruff, arrogant, argumentative, know-it-all type, voiced by Rob Paulson in the original cartoon, who had quite a bit of friction with the team's leader Silverbolt over one thing or another throughout the course of seasons 2 and 3 of the series, which kind of makes him a little bit of a parallel to the arrogant hothead persona of Raphael from a 1987 Ninja Turtles cartoon, another of Paulson's roles. So as you can see, he transforms into a, somewhat stylized Sea Harrier jump jet, stylized for licensing reasons because of the real-world likeness of the aircraft. These turbine vents at the front near the cockpit here are left unpainted so they don't get scraped up during transformation, but I'm sure that Toy Hacks' repro label sticker set will probably fill in the details there for those that want a little bit of silver detailing on the turbine assembly pieces here for accuracy to the packaging artwork depiction. As you can see, it comes with two identical weapons which can clip to the 5mm posts and ports underneath the wings. The wings can also be hinged both up and down for transformation into arm or leg configurations for the Superion combined form. Because Silverbolt comes with the skeleton framework pieces, as Motormaster did with Menasor in my previous review, Slingshot here is designed to be able to split in half the way that Stunticon's drag strip and dead end from the Legacy line did. So all you need to do is come to the underside and get a long, strong fingernail like this into this little bit just here. There's a slight spring-loaded lever mechanism in there. Gently pull the two pieces apart while pushing like so, and slight damage to the nail there, that's to be expected, but this is to allow for maneuverability of the elbow joint on Superion's skeleton framework so that the accurate appearance of Slingshot being the arm can still work with the standard articulation and such like. So, to transform Slingshot, just put him back together like so. Leave the wings up out of the way. Fold the tail fin to either side, it doesn't matter. Then bring up the tail fin assembly and bring up the robot feet that are hidden underneath. Flip over this landing gear piece that's hidden at the back of the head. Bring this piece up and tab it into place, that'll become a backpack. Then what you want to do is bring these panels down like so, and use the same mechanism Combiner Wars Aerialbots had to shunt the thighs into position, locking them in place so the knees are stable. Close the panels up again, split the legs like so. Then what you want to do next is you want to gently ease the arms out sideways like so, because there are 5mm sideways weapon ports here that lock into these 5mm posts at the back of the cockpit area for transformation. Bring the shoulders up at one hinge and down at the other so they line up properly for robot mode. Extend the arms and rotate the bicep swivel so the fist is facing the right way. Second verse, same as the first, to quote MGO316. Then rotate the head around like so, make sure the cockpit is still tabbed in securely. And you can either attach these guns to the hands or to the side-mounted ports like so. I typically prefer the latter approach because it covers up some of the more hollow detailing from the transformation engineering on the outer edges of the forearms. And here we have Age of a Prime Slingshot, one of the first to be available in my area for the current time, in robot mode. I don't currently have Air Raid and Silverbolt, the other two Aerialbots released in Wave 1, but they will be coming, trust me. So, for size comparison, here is Silverbolt and Slingshot next to. APC Toys Arms Iron, the Transformers Prime version of Bulkhead, who is supposed to be approximately Voyager scale, so you can see the difference in size between a Voyager and a Deluxe from this point. And here he is next to Thunderbird 1, another flying heroic vehicle, so you can see the difference in size there. And here he is next to the starting movie free Shadow the Hedgehog, who is approximately the same height. I think Slingshot's arrogant hothead personality will remind Shadow a little too much of Sonic, so probably best not to leave those two together too long on the shelf. So, articulation-wise, Slingshot has a ball-jointed head that can go in all directions for transformation engineering and expressive poses and whatnot. You've also got universal, multi-directional swivels of the shoulders, as well as the slight upward butterfly joint type thing for transformation. Then you've got a mushroom peg swivel for the biceps, a double-jointed hinge at the elbow for transformation. Nothing of the wrist due to the way the forearms are sculpted. But you can also spin the, forearm weapons this way around if you want for non-combative disabled weapon storage mode kind of thing, if you choose to have them on the forearms instead of in the hands. Nothing of the waist, well actually there is a waist joint, I forget, sorry. There is a waist joint below the split gimmick. There's also a flight stand port on his backside for those who want to display him in robot mode in a mid-flight position with the other Aerialbots. Then you've got universal hips, still slightly stiff on my copy because he's fresh out of the box. A, thigh swivel and a very deep knee bend. Surprisingly, there's no ankle tilts on this guy compared to most other Transformers from the current line. Well, actually, again, my mistake is because of the way the design is sculpted, I thought there wasn't an ankle tilt, but there actually is. And when there's much larger footprint than most figures, he's going to be more stable in wide-legged poses too. So, that more or less concludes my review of Age of the Prime Slingshot. I've been Soundblaster1987, thanks again for watching. My, next couple of videos are going to be my upcoming animation review of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and my, April vlog for 2024, which is going to be my top 10 list for Marvel Legends figures of more recent character introductions or costumes we've not had for existing characters yet that I'd like to see in future, such as Phoenix 5 Colossus or Symbiote Misery, etc. Till then, to all are one.